I'm a kangaroo who's hooked on couches, and let me tell you, that's just the start of my adventure. My name's Rufus, and I live at Pumpkins Patch Kangaroo Sanctuary in South Australia. Life's pretty great now, but it wasn't always. I was only 8 months old, a scrawny Joey, when I got separated from my mom. I was terrified, too little to survive alone. But then these two humans, Kim and Neil, found me, and my world turned upside down. They brought me to this wide, sunny place filled with other kangaroos and a couple of wombats. There's food, water, and no scary predators to dodge. I figured I'd just hop around with the others, eating grass, blending in. But one day, I caught a glimpse through their back door. There it was, a soft, squishy couch. Something in me stirred, like I was meant for more than just the field. Every evening, I started hopping to the back door at 5:30 sharp, waiting for Kim to let me in. That couch became my spot. I'd stretch out, watch TV with Neil, and feel their hands pat me gently. It was like I belonged. Therefore, I made it my nightly quest to get inside, to feel that warmth. But kangaroos aren't supposed to live like this, are they? Kim and Neil explained, it's against the law to set me free. They said it's about keeping wild kangaroos' bloodlines pure, since no one knows my roots. I didn't mind much. I had my couch in a big enclosure with a shady spot we call the outdoor pouch. But sometimes I'd see Kim's eyes linger on me, like she wondered if I was too cozy, too different from the others. That's when I started calling her mom in my head. She wasn't just Kim anymore. She fussed over me like I was hers. Neil too felt like a dad, always ready with a grin when I flopped on the couch. Therefore, I leaned into it, hopping to the door each night, eager for mom and dad's laughter. But one night, I got too comfortable. I was sprawled out, eyelids drooping, and I just couldn't move. Mom came over with an almond, my weakness, and called, "Rufy, bedtime?" I stayed put. Therefore, she pulled out her phone, giggling, and filmed me. That video exploded.
Hey, Rufy.
Facebook, Instagram,
Rufus, it's
YouTube.
time for bed.
Suddenly, I was Rufus, the couch kangaroo, famous for refusing to budge. But being famous isn't all almonds and cuddles. People started whispering online. Was it okay for a kangaroo to act like a pet? I overheard mom and dad talking, their voices heavy. They run this sanctuary as a non-profit, caring for 26 kangaroos and those wombats, giving us everything. They didn't want folks thinking I was just a spoiled house roo. I'm wild at heart, aren't I? Therefore, I tried harder to fit in outside, kicking up dust with the mob. The enclosure's huge with soft grass and spots to hide from the wind. Mom calls it our outdoor pouch because it feels so safe, like we're tucked close to the house. I'd lounge there, trying to be a regular kangaroo. But every evening, my heart yanked me back to the door. The couch, mom's voice, dad's pats, they were home. Therefore, I kept going back, night after night. But doubts crept in. A magazine called me a Humaru for acting human. And mom read it to dad, both chuckling. I liked the name, but it made me wonder if I was letting them down. Was I too soft for the mob? Therefore, I pushed myself to leap higher outside, to show I'm still a kangaroo, fierce and free. Then one night, as mom tucked a blanket over me on the couch, she whispered, "You're our kind soul, Rufus." Dad nodded, his eyes warm. That settled it. I wasn't just a kangaroo or a Humaru, I was theirs. Therefore, I stopped worrying. I'd keep hopping to the door, not because I'm tame, but because love pulls me there. The wild's out there, vast and calling. But it's not my place. My place is with mom and dad, the open back door, and that couch where I'm more than a kangaroo. I'm family. Therefore, I'll keep balancing my wild hops with my cozy nights. Forever, they're Roofy. Thank you for watching. If you like the story, feel free to comment, like, and subscribe. See you in the next video.